McKenzie Seeds, probably Canada's biggest seed company. The chances are, if you live in Canada and you've ever grown anything from seed, at some point you've grown McKenzie Seeds. I moan about McKenzie Seeds all the time, and every time something goes wrong I take them to task. But should I really? I'm not sure. So let's see if they can live up to their own expectations. We're going to be growing two types of cucumber. First of all, early mincew. These are going to be grown outdoors. Also, we're going to be growing diva. These are an all-female type and do not require pollinating. Therefore, we can grow them inside, and I'll put some outside too. Over the next 90 days, we're going to plant some seeds and we're going to follow their progress. And we're going to see if things turn out exactly like they say they will on the packet. We're really going to be giving these every chance. We're going to get some going in small pots and we'll transplant them. But these ones, I'm going to get growing in bigger pots, and we're going to sink the big pots and we're only going to water them from the bottom. The first ones we're going to do is the early mincew. Today is June the 1st. So we've got maximum light happening for the next 60 days. We can't use that as an excuse if they fail. What I'm going to do is, I'm going to put 3 in this pot. We only want one of these really to germinate, and the other will pinch back, and we'll just grow the one plant from the pot. I'm also going to sow seeds in these 8 pots here, the same ones, early mincew, and these will be for transplanting. I'm going to put 2 seeds per pot, and I'll pinch one back if they both germinate. Always, of course, remembering to put the tags in, else you will forget what they are. Now we're going to do exactly the same with the divas. And look at this, according to McKenzie Seeds, these will sprout within 8 to 10 days. Exactly the same as the early mincew. Bonus! Well, it's June the 9th and it's been 8 days. Just enough time to wash my t-shirt. Let's go in the greenhouse and see how those cucumbers are doing. Well, would you look at that? Just about all of the early mincew have germinated. Let's have a look at the diva. Same thing. Just about all germinated. Wow! The packet said that they would germinate within 8 days, and they did. Thumbs up. Now it's time for the next test. When is it then that these cucumbers will be ready? Let's consult the packet. On the diva, it says that these will be ready in 58 days. On the early mincew, it says that these will be ready in 50 days. So now we hit a grey area, greyer than my beard. Does that mean 50 days from when we sown the seed, or does it mean 50 days from when the seed germinated? I don't know. Let's give them the benefit of the doubt. 50 days from June the 1st equals July 21st. And if you add the 8 days that they took to germinate, that equals July 29th. So let's aim to get fruits between those dates. With the early divas, which are 58 days, that equates to July 24th and August the 5th from the germination date. We'll give them that chance. So now that we've got lots of seedlings, we're going to be growing 3 divas in these 3 blue buckets, and we're going to be growing 3 early mincew in these 3 white buckets. All done. We're well on the way now. For the sake of this experiment, I'm using my homemade compost, and I'm adding a top layer of topsoil just to keep the weeds down. These 2 I'm growing in the greenhouse. The diva will be fine, it's all female. The early mincew may need assistance with pollination. These ones have collars on them. The idea is that I'm only going to water around the sides. It'll help stop any stem rot, and they'll have to suck the water up from underneath. It's July the 9th. Happy birthday, Mum. And it's time to see how our cucumbers are coming along. These are the early mincew. No sign of any fruit yet. And these are the Diva. Not even a flower. The Diva has 20 days left to produce fruit. The early Minchu only has a dozen. The pressure is on. It's July the 21st. Alarm's ringing. That means it's early Minchu day. It's 50 days since we sown that first early Minchu seed, and according to the packet from McKenzie, 50 days is all it needs. We may have something here. Does this count as a fruit? Does this count as a fruit? I think maybe this one does. 50 days from when the seed was sown, we appear to have early Minchu cucumbers. Should I let McKenzie Seeds know this, or do you think they already know? If I'm honest, my socks are blown off. But that's an easy thing to do in summertime. I can't believe that they've actually produced fruit in 50 days. And I was certainly willing to give them another 10 days, which was the germination time. Don't run away. This ain't over yet. And now it's July the 29th. Time to check on the Diva. And would you look at that? We have fruit. And I hate to say it, but McKenzie Seeds have got things bang on. 50 days after being sown, the early Minchu produced fruit. 58 days after being sown, the Diva produced fruit. The buffer zone we allowed them for the grey area was not required. And the ones in the greenhouse that we're only watering from the bottom have also produced fruit. I got that many cucumbers, I don't know what to do with them. It's August the 12th, and that's 72 days after we planted our first seed, and cucumbers are in abundance. So I wonder what they taste like. And now it's time for the taste test. Early Minchu and Diva. Early Minchu, Diva. Let's try the early Minchu. Tastes like a cucumber. And now the Diva. That is delicious. That really is delicious. That's good. Well, this project's been a lot of fun. What it's taught me is not to moan about McKenzie Seeds anymore. In both cases, the packet said that the seedlings would germinate within 8 to 10 days, and they did. And both of them produced fruit within the time it said it would on the packet. You can't ask for more. I did notice that on the early Minchu, after about 60 days, they got very big. Very seedy, but a lovely taste. The Diva tended to get longer. It's also interesting to note that the Diva produced fruit after about 52, 53 days, even though it said 58 days on the packet. Maybe there's something wrong with McKenzie Seeds there. They got it wrong. Not at all. And if I were to express a preference between the two, it would certainly have to be the Diva. I'm going to be growing Divas next year, and I will use McKenzie Seeds, and that's very hard for me to say. Right now, I think it's time for a beer. Cheers. If you've enjoyed this video, please don't forget to leave a comment, hit the like button or subscribe.